So much of trauma happens in relationship. We are betrayed, we are hurt, we are required to do things that a person shouldn't be required to do. There's abuse of all kinds, there's neglect, there's the small little things that add up over a lifetime that wear us down. Trauma happens in relationship, but it can be healed in relationship. We can learn how to work with trauma so that we don't have to live only half of our life. So many people have experienced the ravages of trauma, the impact on their body, their spirit, their heart. So many people feel terrified to connect, afraid to reach out for help, for hope, for contact, for love. So many people are terrified to leave bad situations. Trauma gets lodged into our bodies and it gets revealed by our relationships. It has tremendous impact across so many dimensions of our life and existence. But since trauma happens in relationships, it can be healed through relationship. And that's what the Relational Skills Trauma Certificate Program is all about. Giving you the skills to learn how to help others heal through the power of you and me, this magical space in between two people where they make contact, connect, feel felt, maybe learn that they're not alone, and then heal. You'll learn the skills of tuning your body into resonant presence with another human being. What's it like to fully inhabit yourself while you are there, present and in connection with another? What's it like to notice your breath and their breath, your movement and their movement? What's it like just to notice how their being ripples out into you and to share that response in order to make connection and contact? How do you work with people so that they let you take them in? How do you structure like an intake of somebody into your practice, into your being? How do you move towards them in a way that includes them? How do you make sure that every body feels like it has a place? How do you slowly, in a titrated way, open a space for connection? How do you do group work and help create a sense of connected coherence within the whole? How do you create safety within the group? How do you work with people when activation is in the room? How do you help them find their ground, their center, their safe place again? What do you do when the group finds you? There's so much that's happening in our world now where it's like trauma isn't just in our consulting room, in the therapist's office. It's not just scheduled at particular times. It surrounds us. And so what do you do when you are thrown into the situation? When it doesn't come at you pre-planned in nice little 1-hour packages? How do you work with somatic transference and somatic countertransference? What do you do with the feelings and information that is arising within you? How do you make good use of your own body as an instrument? How is trauma passed down generation to generation? What are the signs of a parent who maybe has experienced their own trauma? And how do we help heal those relational bonds between child and parent, maybe between this generation and past generations? How do we work with inherited family trauma? How do we heal ancestral trauma? How do we work in the here and now, listening for those exact possibilities and moments where something new can happen, a moment of potentiality and healing? How do we heal our relationship with ourselves, that primary relationship, so that we feel safe and secure within ourselves, so that we can then hold space for others? How do we have difficult conversations, especially after relational rupture has occurred? How do we have repair conversations and mend broken bonds of connection? How do we help people who love each other find each other again? So many people have broken connections, chronically and persistently broken connections. That can be very much a sign of trauma. How can we help them find a different path? How can we help them learn to speak from their deepest feelings and to break their negative cycle and find their way back into love? This is the curriculum of the Relational Skills Trauma Certificate Program. It's a 3-month program that provides a comprehensive training for how to work with trauma from a relational perspective, using the relationship between me and you, between the helper and the one who has come in seeking help. We look forward to having you join us. Yeah, please come to our info session that's coming up pretty soon. Look forward to seeing you there. Together we can change the world.